Time now for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. Sponsored by Ouachita Valley Respiratory Care and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Know this sound? That's the roar of the MGM lion, also known as Leo, who has become one of the most recognizable animals on the big screen. Here is his story. The lion was chosen as the mascot for Goldwyn Pictures in 1916 by publicist Howard Dietz as a tribute to his alma mater, Columbia University, whose mascot is a lion. Dietz was most directly inspired by the university's fight song, Roar, Lion, Roar. Slats, trained by Vonnie Pfeiffer, was the first lion used in the branding of the newly formed MGM. Born at the Dublin Zoo on March 20th, 1919, Slats was used on all black and white MGM films between 1924 and 1928. Unlike his successors, Slats did nothing but look around in the logo. However, it is rumored that Pfeiffer trained the lion to growl on cue, although synchronized sound would not be used in feature-length motion pictures until 1927. Lita Forrest's phonofilm process was, in fact, the basis for modern sound movies before the development of other systems like RCA Photophone and Vitaphone, courtesy of Warner Brothers and Bell Labs. Slats died in 1936 at the age of 17. In 1928, Jackie became the second MGM lion and the first to roar. He was seen on all black and white films by the studio through 1956, plus the sepia-toned main titles to The Wizard of Oz. In 1934, a secondary lion named Tanner started being used for the company's Technicolor movies. However, he wasn't the first to be used in color films. MGM began experiments with two-strip color short subjects in 1927 and animated cartoons in 1930. For these productions, 3 different lions were used: Numa, Telly, and Coffee. Footage of the former is widely inaccessible, although a few frames of the logo with this lion exist in the public domain. Meanwhile, Tanner, who is MGM's third longest-lived lion to be used for a total of 24 years, roared at the beginning of all the studio's color features and shorts until 1956, when another lion, this one named George, took his and Jackie's place. He appeared more heavily maned than any of the other lions. In 1957, Leo became the 8th lion to be used. He is by far MGM's longest-used lion in history, and was also the youngest at the time MGM filmed him roaring, hence his much smaller mane. Not only that, he was the only one of all the 8 MGM lions who was actually named Leo. For a brief period of time, George was used in tandem with Leo. In 1965, MGM recruited brand strategy company Lippincott to create a more contemporary logo. The result, a circular still graphic of a lion, known as the stylized lion, appeared at the front of 2 films, 2001: A Space Odyssey and The Subject Was Roses, both released in 1968. Afterwards, Leo was reinstated for the opening logo, although the stylized lion would be used as the company's print logo until 1982. It was later used by MGM Grand Casinos. A refined version of it is used as the logo for their parent company, MGM Resorts International. In 1974, MGM celebrated its 50th anniversary. The usual film ribbon appeared on screen with the phrase, "Beginning our next 50 years," on a black background within the film circle. The phrase dissolved as Metro Goldwyn Mayer above the ribbon and Golden Anniversary in place of the usual trademark, both rendered in gold, fade in along with Leo, who roars twice. This logo appeared on most MGM films released during 1974 to 75. The logo was retained in the corporate revamp following MGM's acquisition of United Artists in 1981. In 1984, MGM turned 60 years old, with the words Diamond Jubilee being used above the ribbons and underneath them, 60 years of great entertainment. The ribbons will become even more gold as time went on, as with the text and the drama mask, the latter in 2008. In 1985, sound designer Mark Mangini replaced the original lion roar sound, which actually sampled Tanner's roar, with the remade stereophonic one. Mangini later remixed Leo's 1982 roar in 1995, using digital audio technology to blend it with several other roar sounds. The remix sound effect debuted with the release of Cutthroat Island. This was done to give the roar more muscled, which an MGM executive reportedly had found the iconic sound to be lacking beforehand, as well as fed it in 2 films with 5.1 surround sound. In 2012, Shine Studio was chosen to redesign and animate the logo in stereoscopic 3D, and in 2021, MGM introduced a CGI version of Leo, the first major redesign for the mascot in over 6 decades. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me every Monday through Friday morning for Trivia Tracks on Fox Sports Camden 97.1.